Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway
Hello,
Garage.
Christopher. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Feels like a Tuesday, but it's a Thursday.
Yeah, it does, especially around this office.
That's right. Oh, rocking and rolling in 2024. Thanks for joining us yesterday for our first episode of the new year. And that was a whole lot of fun. Everybody was, what's underneath that cover?
That hidden gem that was underneath that cover that we had on one of the cars yesterday,
Right?
not to be seen right now, right? Because it's a giveaway that's a
We
little
moved
ways
it.
away. Yeah.
So
We had to move it today.
had to move it. You guys were guessing all night long on what it was, so we're not saying. Later in the year we will.
Had some good guesses, I gotta say.
Some good guesses.
Yeah, very
Sure,
good guesses.
absolutely. So right now we're looking at the Bronco, and this is where the winner is going to be receiving the keys and the title. Well, he'll get the title in the conference room. We'll get the keys right here on stage 8 next Thursday at noon. We'll be holding that award ceremony. And from what I hear, PJ, you're going to be putting a temp tag on that Bronco, and he's driving it all the way back up to the great state of Connecticut.
You know, wouldn't that be so fun to just hop in this thing and just zip
Yeah,
around?
yeah. So congrats again to Jeff S. of the great state of Connecticut. Can't wait to meet him in person. I'm sure he can't wait to meet us in
It's
person.
going to go through a lot of different temperature changes from Florida to Connecticut.
Yeah, though I'll tell you, I hear it's not as bad at this very moment as it's been in past winters.
That's
I don't
right.
know. I don't live up there. If
Although I
you-
guess there's a big storm coming over the coast.
I've heard that too. Well, there you go. Next to the Broncos are the two Corvettes. And yes, that's already ended, but next Thursday as well. In fact, around the same time that we're wrapping up the award ceremony, you folks are going to be able to look on the website.
Award ceremony, and
Right.
same
Where
day
we'll know who the winner is for the two Corvettes and that wonderful backyard buddy lift and the driving experience at the Ron Fellows School over at Spring Mountain.
and $40,000 for taxes.
And $40,000 for taxes. That's the big enchilada of the whole year, isn't it? That's our flagship giveaway. Of course, 2024, the two Cadillacs will be given the two Corvettes that we haven't announced yet a run for their money, but stay tuned. You know, that will launch in February, as it does every year. So we're getting that prize package together as we speak.
That's right. Roger wants to know, with that car that we saw yesterday, will we see that next month, or is that a couple months out?
Couple months out. Yeah, maybe we'll see it late spring. That's what we're thinking. A lot of cool stuff hiding back there. In fact, we can't show you any of that, but if you come to the award ceremony next week, and we'll feed you if you come to the award ceremony, we'll show you Area 52, and you have to promise to keep your camera phone in your pockets, but we'll show you what's back there, what's coming up later this year.
And we did move everything around today, so I can spin around the garage. And
Today,
show-
right. We moved all that top secret stuff back where it belongs in the top secret zone of the Dream Giveaway Garage. PJ, let's walk on over. Oh, we're walking toward the Corvettes.
Yeah, I just
okay.
want one quick last look. I mean, if everybody's
Right.
got tickets, and I know most people watching right now do have tickets
Of course.
for this giveaway,
Yeah.
so this could definitely be yours
Yep. We'll know a week from
on
today.
Thursday.
Yep. So remember, make sure your phone number is correct in your account at dreamgiveaway.com. Make sure your voicemail messages are cleared out. So when I call you, if you're the winner next Thursday, I can leave you a message, or maybe you'll pick up. Who
Now,
knows?
Chris, nobody ever picks up. You
Nobody
know
ever
that.
picks up.
Yeah, but that's okay, because we call and call and call
Right,
and call again. We'll call you a million times.
Uh-huh.
We've had people block our phone number and not be able to call with that number, and had to call with cell numbers from other employees to get in touch with people. So as annoying as we will be, we will make sure that we get in touch.
If you're the
with you.
winner, we'll make sure you know you're the winner, right?
Speaking of one of the giveaways that started, Charles says Porsche, question mark.
Porsche,
yeah,
correct. Porsche, we're going to have it out here on the stage. Maybe tomorrow we'll have it out, depending if we have time or not to pull it out of the back area and show that to you guys. So maybe, if not, you'll probably see it next week.
All right, so we can spin around a little bit here.
Yeah, you can spin around.
We've
a little
moved some
bit
stuff
here.
around today.
Yep.
And now we got a little classic car
And classic
row.
car row is in all classic cars because you have the Super B there. And you've got the C7 and you've got the Ram 3500. Ram 3500 ends next month.
Yes.
And Showa ends next month as well. Today we're going to be talking about how quick a difference between that Firebird we showed you yesterday, that 68 Firebird, 0 to 60 in probably 6 seconds, and the 2015 Z06, half of the grand prize package in the road and track a dream giveaway.
Right. We just saw the C8
right?
paired with the old 65.
And this is a C7, last of the front engine Corvettes. This one,
Chris, do you
650 horsepower, PJ.
Do you like the black on this, or do you like the white from the other one? The C7.
You know, I prefer the C7. This, and I've said it before, the C8 lost a lot of the curves that I thought belonged on a Corvette, and I'm not a fan of that wall in the middle. But that's me. I mean, you guys might love it, and they're super popular. Chevy sells every one that they can build.
No wall, but a miniature. You can see its origins right there, right? It kind of started right there with that little piece hanging out, and then it became that huge monster wall.
So in 2014, the C7 was introduced. Big deal, too, because it was the reintroduction of the word stingray. Remember, the word stingray went away in the early 70s. So the word stingray started in 63 as two words, sting and ray. In 68, they changed it to one word, became the stingray. And then by the mid-70s, they dropped that phrase altogether. In 2014, they brought it back for the 7th generation of the Corvette.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a gap in stingray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they stopped 30 years or more. So a very iconic name, and all the fans said, why didn't you bring back the name Stingray? And they did for the 7th generation. And if I recall, they introduced it in January of 2013. They didn't do a Z06 for the 2014 model year. They didn't do a Z06 for 2014. They waited 1 year, and then they came out with the Z06 in 2015. And so that's why we picked this one. Again, half of the grand prize, that supercharged Silverado from those fine folks over at ProCharger will be included with that as well. And we hope that we can show the two of these vehicles together sometime in the next month or so. ProCharger is still doing a little bit of fine tuning on that, so that when you win it, if you have that lucky ticket, that you'll have a hassle-free driving experience.
That's right. Let's see here. GT Racer says that we'll make you sign an NDA when you come into the garage.
No, we won't do that. You just have to say, you know.
Larry West says you can call me on the B's and I'll pick it up.
Oh, well, that's nice of you, Larry. So anyway, back to the story of the difference between the Firebird and
and
the
right. This is a
06.
0 to 60 show, right?
0 to 60 show. So 6 seconds there, 2.95 seconds is the official 0 to 60 on the C7 as Z06. Twice as fast in 0 to 60. How about that quarter mile? 10.95 in a quarter mile. That's pretty zippy. And you've got to remember, the Hellcat didn't come out until 2015. So the Corvette, when they were would come close to it. And they probably didn't know that the Hellcat was going to also get into the 10s, but the Hellcat was introduced that year. And they're very different cars, aren't they? You know, the Corvette, very much a sports car. The Hellcat, very much a muscle car. Big difference between the two.
Just
even
the style.
Let's go live again. I'll pick it up. All right, guys, we're back. We seem to have a little Wi-Fi glitch here. So we're talking about the difference between the Hellcat and the C7 Z06. And Chevy probably didn't know what a huge hit the Hellcat was going to be. And so they figured that the Z06 would get all the glory. Of course, Dodge would beg to differ. And, you know, sales go to show it. Since 2015, the Hellcat has been probably, in par with the Mustang for America's favorite muscle car. You know, Ford would say the Mustang and Dodge would say the Hellcat. But isn't that same way that it was in the 60s? Camaro versus Mustang, Firebird versus Camaro, so on and so forth. So there you go, 2.95 seconds. And a top quarter mile speed elapsed time. There we go, 10.95 on that. That's half of the grand prize. The supercharged Silverado that goes with it, about 600 horsepower. This one's 650 on the horsepower, according to the official number. So what a great prize package. This is not our Corvette Dream Giveaway. This is our Road and Track Dream Giveaway. It's not our classic Corvette Dream Giveaway. That's what's next to it with the Resto Mod Corvette.
Look at the difference in those two Corvettes. Look at that.
Well,
That's a big difference. Chris.
Look at the difference. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, Harley Earl and Bill Mitchell with the styling of this. Whole new generation of designers and stylists by the time the C7 came around. Which one is a cooler car? That's up to you, not up to me.
That's right.
Right?
I don't know if I had to pick. I would go with the C2.
You'd go with the C2. Classic, timeless.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? In 50 years, they may be calling this classic and timeless. So there you have it.
Although I have to say the C2 only really because of the new Restomod stuff. So
Oh, I know
Yeah.
you like that Restomod C2.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So tomorrow, maybe we'll see if we can get the Porsche out. PJ, how about a couple shout outs to our fans watching us today?
that's right. Roger says the difference is about 6 feet when it comes to that.
Yeah, but I'm bummed.
Jack says the Corvette is a different animal than the Hellcat. Also, where is the Hellcat in the world racing stage? That's a good question.
Yeah. The Hellcat is really in that drag racing arena, right? Not so much. You won't find a Hellcat at Laguna Seca or Watkins Glen or Sebring. That's where you'd find the Corvette up against the Porsches, up against the
Ferrari.
Aston Martins, up against the Ferraris, so on and so forth. So there you go.
Blake says, you both are classics, meaning you and I.
Hold on. Is that the Blake we know?
Yeah, it
Is that our friend Blake?
Yes.
Blake W?
Yes.
Blake W, thanks for watching us in our favorite place on earth. Blake, help me with the outro, will you? We'll see you guys tomorrow with more great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens here live in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage. See you tomorrow for Fire It